Hi, welcome to the bathtub. You know me, it's the old master bather, or as they call me in ancient China, Pao Zhao Zhao Shou. Pao Zhao Zhou Shou. Zhao Shou. My Chinese is a little rusty. Especially my ancient Chinese is a little rusty. And there's the symbols there. If you need to write them down here, quick, write them down, quick. That's the Chinese characters. Quick. Okay, you got it. It means highly esteemed. I think I threw that part in. Highly esteemed foamy bathtub professor. That's what I am. I'm considered that. It's a very venerable and long honored tradition in China to be a foamy bathtub professor. And like I said, I changed the translation just a little bit, but not too much. That's the basic importance of it. We're all in here. This is my old T-shirt. I'll tell a little story about it. This is a kind of little special episode. It's kind of a word for the future masturbators of America and the world. The world's masturbators, because you're international. You're an international crowd of people with literally nothing better to do than watch this stupid show. We brought the water. We got the mineral water. It's filtered water from the fridge with little filtered ice cubes thrown in. Dodo's in the other room having sex with one of her toys so she can produce more eggs that we don't need. Lucky is pretty good. She just had her paws washed because we have an allergy shampoo we put on her. You can sort of slightly hear Dodo in the background, but she's not as annoying as she can be. And I wanted to say a few things today just about, the general world we're in right now and the world we've been in for 8 years. And this is an apolitical show. So I'm going to say from the very beginning, totally apolitical, but there's a little bit of slight politics occasionally because I put my Bernie t-shirt on. This is my Bernie for President t-shirt. You can see it's quite faded. My friend Matt Proser gave it to me. It's one of my favorite gifts I've ever received about 9 years ago. And it's pretty old. It's pretty worn. We used to wear this when we first started this stupid show. This was one of the first. See there's a little stain there. I won't show you my belly. Sorry. That's for a future episode. There's a little blood stain. I think that's the first time Lucky bit me when she thought I was going to attack her. Lucky has panic attacks and thinks we're attacking her, especially if she has to go for a walk. We've told you this story before. We have two fairly problem pets. Anyway, I first wore this T-shirt 8 years ago. It would be less than 8 years ago because it was about a couple months into the first Trump administration, or just after the first Trump victory election in our election history, in our body politic, the history of our body politic. It was 8 years ago, and we had just moved to San Luis Obispo, and I was really looking forward to just writing and doing nothing, and I was pretty obsessive about politics and the news most of my life. I read it too much. I spent too much time worrying about the world and being angry, and my apolitical. This is apolitical show because I really do hate both American political parties, both the Democrats and Republicans. They can't bear those two groups of people. So I'm pretty apolitical in my dislikes, and. Shortly after Trump came in, we saw the future. We saw the writing on the wall. It was not pretty, and I just said to myself, well, I'm getting old. I just want to read and have a good time every day, and that's was the whole purpose of this stupid show. I was reading for the first time Thomas Pynchon's Against the Day. This is less than 8 years ago. It seems like 2 weeks ago, and I got bogged down about 200 pages into it not because of the book, because it's a great escapist, beautiful, amazing novel, but because the world brings you out of the books. It pulls you kicking and screaming out of these lovely fictional worlds that we go into sometimes, or literary worlds, and it's hard to focus on the books you're reading. And that was the whole premise of basically my whole life, is spending an hour or two in the bathtub every day, reading for myself. Just selfishly, even with your family or the politics or your job, just to enjoy books, you need to cut off that little slice of time every day. Maybe only a half hour, maybe 45 minutes, or whatever you do. That was the whole premise of this stupid show. And basically talking to you guys and just sort of sharing my interest in books. And that was it. That's all we're here for, is to do that. And so in the recent past few days, you may not know this, but we had an election in America. And some of us were pretty depressed about it. I was pretty depressed about it long before it came along. I try to get ahead of these things, And I just say that I'm not going to talk about it. We don't really talk about politics here. We just wear a Bernie T-shirt. That's the most of a political statement we ever make. And we're going to carry on. And we hope all you guys carry on, whatever happens. We all get up every day. We do our best. We make our political action plans. We contribute to our PACs, our political action committees, or we just send a little check off to whoever it is we like, and then we try to do what we can for our families and our lives and ourselves, and then we try to read a little book every day. Okay, so that's all we do here. Cheers. Alcohol free. We got the Raphael glow going on in here. We've got our passports. I got these out. We're all set. We know where our passports are, and so should you. But you should also know where the bathtub is. You all know where your bathtub is. Okay. Anyway, that's just a little note to say hi to everybody. Hope everyone's well. Whatever your politics, we don't care here at the bathtub. We hope you keep them to yourself, and except for my T-shirt, I'll keep it to myself. And just try to enjoy your book every day, and try to get in the bathtub. Okay. Okay. Stay safe. I'm going to do a couple more of these now, some proper ones, because I've fallen behind on these little talks. And we'll do a couple proper bathtubs shortly. All right.